In this lesson, I want to take a data set from top to bottom in terms of building a machine learning model. The data set that I am deciding to do that with is the bike rentals data set. I'm going to take the clean version, and that's available on the hands-on gradient boosting with XGBoost and scikit-learn GitHub page, where we have used most, if not all, of the data sets from this class. So recall that to access a particular CSV file, what you do, you click on it on GitHub if it's there, then view raw, and then this hyperlink will work. So we'll copy in the hyperlink and then put it in a new Colab window, which you get from colab.research.google.com, file, new notebook. Now, I know that this one is already clean, but in this particular case, I actually want to, I want to verify that, and I want to do it, make this a complete notebook from top to bottom. Okay, so let's label it maybe bike rentals ML tuned or something, because we're going to tune it. We're going to build. That's part of the point. We're not using default models. We're going to try to build the best model that we can within a certain amount of time frame. Okay, so first text header is going to be load in the data, right? And we've had a lot of practice with that. So get the URL in there. And then df equals pd.read_csv URL. And then we want to look at the first 5 rows. And I need to import pandas to do that. Okay, now I'm not going to make comments for every single line due to time constraints, but for final projects, that should be done, right? And so there's a difference between looking at a notebook in terms of, hey, we're just here to learn, or if it's something that you're actually going to submit as a final product. I tend to go sometimes in between while teaching so that there's an indication of what you would see in notebooks without making you sit there and wait through all the details. So I will add in to this. This is the bike rentals data set. I will tell you it's taken from the UCI machine learning repository. And uploaded from, I'll just say GitHub for now. I think it's nice to provide, let me just take it one more step. It's nice to provide the actual link, like for instance, if I provide this link, backing up a little bit, then I can say, this is the type of detail I would want you to go through in projects, uploaded from the packed publishing GitHub page. You can see why I don't do this often, because it takes a little time. And it's not really code for you to learn, but this is good technique. You're just adding details in these text cells from the packed publishing GitHub page. And then here we have the actual link. Oh, and it looks like it did actually hyperlink it by default, so that's nice. It's this packed publishing GitHub page, the packed publishing hands-on gradient boosting with XGBoost and scikit-learn GitHub page. Okay. See, and the reason why, right? Because then you're being thorough, and if anybody has questions on this, they know where to go to reference it. You shouldn't just be dropping data in a project. You should be letting people know exactly where you got it from. Okay, that's all. And then, sometimes instead of doing each line, I'll just do like one general header which says import and display data, okay? Maybe using URL from above, right? Giving an idea of where I got it from. Okay, so that all looks fine. Now, I know it's cleaned, right? But do we, we want to show that in code. So I want to check data for non-null values, or I should say for null values, however you want to look at it. Let's just say check data for non-numeric. That's what we're looking for, right? Because we need numeric values. So if we see non-numeric or null values, it's an issue. And so I like to do that from df.info. This doesn't always work, but it often does. Because now what you see all the columns are non-null and floats. So this is ready for machine learning. And in effect, I want to say that before moving on, okay? So I'll just say, since data is all non-null and numeric, we are ready for machine learning. And so you can kind of always have that at the end of your data cleaning because that should be the case, right? You want to get to that point before you start the machine learning.